Hello everyone and welcome to another Steam match of the Mordheim Summer Tournament organized by Marcus Kane. My name is Karond and today we'll be looking at group number 1 and the losers game between Slaviour and Quist. And as you can see here, both players have played one game each. Karond beating out Quist with his Cult of the Possessed warband, and Slaviour losing out to Pharaoh. Slaviour will be playing the Cult of the Possessed, and he's a veteran of these kind of tournaments, so we can expect him to probably win here against Quist. It's probably something around 95% win chance here. We have to gamble a bit, but we don't really know too much about Quist. He plays the Skaven and he lost to Kirimpa, another newcomer. And we will see what he can do here to surprise his enemy, which is Slaviour. And the winner here will take on Kirimpa in a deciders match of who gets second place and who gets third place. But whoever loses here today is gonna go out of the tournament. Will it be Slaviour or will it be Quist? We will have to see. And I hear that the game is about to start, so let's take a look at it. And good luck to both opponents. It seems we will be watching a scattered game with Hunter in the Darkness, which means that both warbands are scattered around the map and no one gets to deploy anything. It's just pure initiative. Let's see what can happen here. We see that from the early game against Pharaoh 85, Slaviour has not opted to switch out too much. We see a new Globadier. I don't think that was part of his warband last time, and then 2 Weaver, 2 Marauders, and a Possessed. That's a new addition. We'll see what we can expect from that. It's not usually the kind of character you bring out against this game. Maybe he has something different or new kind of setup in store here. Assuming he lives though. Here is the first attack and it's actually targeting the Globadier himself. I forgot to mention that we are watching this game from Slaviour's perspective. The morale is pretty similar. Even more damage. That's kind of low damage considering it is a war pistol. I assume the Globadier has 35% armor and this assassin leader which his name is Snake, is not using a rune of perforation. Very good deployment there for Slaviour. It seems that Brethren above the Assassin Adept is gonna be a little bit exposed. But it's gonna act pretty quickly anyway, so you can probably do something safe. While you saw the Marauder ending up right next to the Verminkin here. Could spell trouble for the Verminkin if he's much further up the initiative ladder. That's good for Quist. Taking a look at stats here, seems he has good dodge and not much else. Pretty poor all alone statistics as well as melee resistances, stun resistances. The thought process here seems to be using the Possessed to get at the Assassin probably. Low critical hit chance, critical hit resistance I mean, 8%. That's of value. Could be a very easy target for Slaviour here. Slaviour taking full advantage of the extra time Marcus Kane has allotted to this tournament. 105 seconds for each turn, and then you can use many of those seconds to just check out whatever enemy unit you see and look out exactly what they have so you can prepare a suitable response. At the very least, we are happy that Slaviour seems to have managed to get the sound in order, but for the recording. But it seems to be extremely loud here, and I apologize for that. I can't really tune it down. We'll have to live with it for now and adjust it for future games. Looking to see whatever kind of unity you can expect to see here. It's surprising that the Possessed doesn't see more Skaven units. You would expect a scattered deployment to have them all over the place. There are no more here. There might be several more in the main building here. Overwatch is always good with Brethrens, giving them a higher hit chance. One of the, which is their main passive ability. More range from Quist. I don't think the handshot is gonna do too much. That's minus 10% hit chance. Yeah, he should have used Warp Poison earlier if you want to reduce the amount of red pills that he has, and then he misses. So we seems to have a poor connection here. I'm sure we'll be right back. And this is probably a result of Slaviour not really focusing on the game and going alt tab and checking out something else. We'll talk to him about this. There we go. Now we're back in the game. As you can see, when you've seen a character, when it has this question mark above the icon, you can always move your mouse cursor around and get an idea of exactly where they are. This seems to be a prevalent theme with Slaviour. I hope this isn't part of most of the recording, him doing this. To be fair though, it's the first time that Slaviour does record a game and send it to us for casting, and he does have a few things to learn, as do I, of course. Spot a little bit of his skills there. Infused Globe being something to keep in mind here. With the ability to heal your own units with a slight drawback, which the -1 red pill is the... there we see headshot, and he has plenty of targets here for the Possessed to get into. Checking out the stun resistances, 32%, and he makes it. A convincing manner here. Too bad for Slaviour. This is the exposed Brethren, pretty close to most of the enemies here. He needs to move away, but not without taking a pot shot at one of the characters here to help the Possessed out. He also has headshot, as you can see from the spell icon here. Not a lot of people know this, but headshots can only be actually shot when you do see the face of the character. So as you see now, it's not even available to him. Well, if he gets another red pill, of course, he wouldn't be available to him. Alright, he is exposing himself here for a third shot. Hoping to kill the leader, and he is well on his way for that. thing with moving in with the possessed here is that he would be pretty much alone, so he needs some support from some characters, and it can't be these archers only, so that might mean that the Marauder might move out there to help out. See what kind of plan Quist has in store here. He needs to be able to survive with some of his units, but he has made a good show so far, keeping all of his units pretty close together, trying to utilize the range advantage that he seems to be having here. It's starting to be time to move here if you want to do something efficient. Very high parry chance, 99%. Probably going for the leader here. Make sure that he dies. It should be pretty easy prey. That did not happen. At least the sorcerer here doesn't have too much of a defense, so he can probably do a lot of damage here if he wanted to. Attracting lure would... too bad it didn't work, but if he has exhaustion mastered, which I believe he has, yeah, you can try that one more time and then use the leftover blue pill to get into combat with the assassin and kill him. Let's see if it succeeds here. 30% chance. Yes, there we have it. Now he's used 2 attacks, so next attack is gonna cost 4. No, 3 I mean. 3 because he didn't use the first attack. Well, at the very least, he's setting up someone else to go and get at the assassin here, but he could have done a lot of damage on the sorcerer too if he wanted to. And he elected not to. Hope that doesn't penalize him for the future turns. Black assassin wearing a sword and a shield, probably here for some kind of tanking duty. See if he can produce a lot of damage here on this possessed, who is pretty much defenseless, and that seems to be what he wants to do here. Yeah. Too bad he failed his fear test. 50% chance of that, meaning he has 30% less of a hit chance. Going from 90 to 60 here. Doesn't seem to stop him so far. Seems to be having a streak of luck here. See if he can hit with his fourth attack. No, that's 9 red pills spent already. Halberd spectate for damage, still with a low critical hit resistance. Decides not to get entangled up into that. Might be a wise choice. That Warper does have 2 red pills left that he can attack with anyway. And it's not even been his turn yet. Alright, so now he's gonna taste a bit of damage. How good of him to survive that. It's not too much of a loss for either one here. It's a henchman tying up another henchman, and sure, that might not benefit Quist as much, but if I was Quist here, I wouldn't really attack into that Dark Soul. The Dark Soul is just as trapped as he is. If he attacks, he'll have to beat the Web of Steel, which he probably won't do, and will enable the Slaviour to do a single parry attack back at him. So he really should not attack there. He should just wait for Slaviour to attack him. We will see what Quist does here. It's one of the late warcards here with 26 initiatives in the act last. Probably looking to see if there's an ambush. Is there? Yeah, there is. And that hurt. That really hurt. Well, it was 50-50 chance there to target the assassin, and it seemed to pay off. Chains of Chaos on the boom. The Black Skaven tank. Well, it did 40-45 damage against the possessed. Flee here. Yeah, that Magister really needs to seek some protection here, wisely using exhaustion to get away even further, because he is hurt. No doubt trying to engage the Black Skaven. Doesn't quite manage it. He seems to be itching to get a charge off here, but he doesn't. He could have used a firebomb though if he wanted to block a little bit of the passage here, but he elected to just protect the Magister. Setting up a second defense for the Magister, making sure that if you disengage from the first one in ambush, you're going to have to go through the second one. But of course, you could go on the other side of the fence, past all of those brethrens, and they could be there. Still, 200 damage is a lot to fall away, and it will be 170 left on the Magister because he used exhaustion, but 170 damage. See if he has something that can do that kind of damage with good enough movement. He should have. He is the Skaven after all. But whoever he attacks the Magister with is gonna be left exposed. But I do feel that might be a worthy sacrifice here, because killing the Magister is always such a huge blow to any cult of possessed warband. Like, it relies so much on those weapons of destruction and anything really that they do. Chains of Chaos to even the acid breath. And naturally, order. Slave doesn't seem to have adrenaline rush here. bit of a bad luck, but he really shouldn't have opted for a single blood offering and a single attack there. 3 attacks would have done far more to him. Alright, he did have adrenaline rush. That is fine. We'll see if that Vermikin is tied up. He was against the wall, but he does have an angle behind him. Could produce a lot of damage on the possessed here. Don't know why he's using Nerve Shot. Nerve Shot will eliminate the parrying with steel stances since it was a bastard. But the possessed isn't even in a stance. And I didn't take a good look at the possessed, but if he doesn't have Slicer or Piercer as limitations, but which gives the possessed the ability to parry, then he can't even parry. So what he might have done there was just waste the red pill on a unit that's probably not going to survive anyway. Feels very unnecessary. Is he gonna use Adrenaline Rush now to get a third attack off? I hope so. Because if he used the Nerve Shot and cancelled his ability to do a third attack with that, then he made a big mistake right now. And yeah, it seems like Quist did that. Too bad for our newcomer Quist here. He needs something to pull back from the loss of his leader. When you have a timer with 105 seconds, you really should take the time to figure out exactly what you want to do and how you want to spend your red pills. You don't just attack like that. It might have been that Quist just wanted to shoot and the game naturally assumed that he wanted a nerve shot, so it popped up first and he accidentally hit shoot, realizing his mistake later on. Definitely possible, and could even be likely, but still, you can just take that little bit of extra time, that 1 extra second, to just maneuver around for exactly the attack that you want. That, yeah, the possessor is gonna die anyway, but it's gonna be an inefficient use of the red pills he has available to him. He could have killed the possessed already. And then some unit who's going after killing the possessed now could have been doing something else. Bit of a shame. Combat focus, blood offering. That Idol of Change is going to be very useful for the Magister. Making another magic resistance success here. Seems like he's very prepared for magic. Well, it's it's only 25% chance, but it still seems to have a lot of magic resistance here in Quist. And it has really been paying off. He has succeeded on quite a few of the magic resistance tests he's been forced to make. Very collected warband here from both sides, with the exception of a Warp Guard being tied up by a Dark Soul and Vermikin being tied up by a Marauder. And of course the Possessed, they're being alone. Did you hear that sound? That's probably a Steam message, and Slaviour is going out to check it. We really need to inform him how making a recording actually works. Hopefully they get back right away. Yeah, here they are. For a few seconds, there we are again. So Quist has here elected to corner this Marauder. Yeah, there's always something with Slaviour's recordings. If there is no sound, there is constant alt tabs to check out something else. So far in the game though, seems to be a decisive advantage to Slaviour, and I don't think it's too much luck either. Well, Quist has made a mistake or two maybe, but it seems that he just has a much stronger warband overall, and it really seems to be paying off. Even if the possessed goes down here, it seems that Slaviour has an advantage. Even in both of the duels up there, he has the advantage, and he seems to be having the advantage when it comes to units and damage dealt as well. So. Going for a charge, hopefully. No. Bit of a bad luck here again, failing a fear test. Quist is not having a great day, but he seems to try to even out the score here. They still need to lose something like 4 more units before a route test will be taken. Yeah, but you did suicide that possess, so serves you right, Slaviour. That little Skaven symbol above the warp guard means that he is carrying the idol. It was previously lost, but now he has regained 16 morale. Won't make too much of a difference though, but could potentially, well, yeah, it could make a little difference. When you lose a henchman, it's minus 90 morale, so it's almost like losing a henchman. Morale-wise. Let's see where this character is going. Rune of Venom. Does he have a lot of poison with him? I know that the Vermin Kid that he had at the beginning has more poison, but I don't see much else here.
A new round has started.
Key here will be if he can take out Slaviour's Magister. Possibly at some point here. He did sort of choke that down here with the warp guard for some reason, but maybe as a plan. We'll see it come to fruition now. Which is a pretty strong spell, lowering several of the stats of a unit, most importantly movement. Lowers the physical abilities by 6 and movement by 2, I believe. Seems like this sorcerer is acting pretty much like the Magister, being a very support role and buffing up or debuffing all of the enemy's units. I do wonder why he didn't use all of his red pills there, but maybe it has some purpose to it. Ska, the War Poison Verminkin, switches weapons to be able to engage in melee here. Too bad the Marauder is immune to all alone. Hopefully he can make a hit or two. Good choice. Guaranteeing a little bit of damage here at least. But it is a weird consumables to use on a Verminkin that's primarily ranged. Like, because when would you use it? You're pretty much only using it whenever you are getting caught. Otherwise you want to shoot and keep your distance. Another headshot opportunity here. You should probably take this shot. Had a pretty good chance at sorcerer here. Let's see the stun resistance. Does he want to check it out before shooting? There we go, 34%. Not too much. That means he only has 17 intelligence. Very tempting target, but going for the sorcerer instead and opting for more damage here instead of stunning him, making him lose 2 red pills and 2 blue pills. And I can see that since he didn't have a unit that could probably reach him. Well, he does have the Dark Souls, but he can still be reached by them. And that lone stance of the sorcerer is not going to be too much of a problem here. Healing a little bit. Probably shooting down Quist here. Quist the player has the exact same name as the leader. Yeah, if you throw down a poison globe, then you better kill him. He's gonna bleed to death, but you're also preventing a lot of your units to... There we go. That's one dead sorcerer when it's his turn. Unless he gets some healing here, but... I don't know, that kind of poisoner, yeah, it's gonna keep some Quist away, but it's he has to go around it, and it's more gonna prohibit his units from engaging effectively, I feel. Let's see what Watch has planned for us. Going... he hit a trap there, but it was not very good of him to pull out that oil bomb, so he's gonna damage himself. He is hopefully aiming to get the Magister, if he can reach it. He is the Skaven after all. And if he can produce 170 damage, and I think he should be able to. None of those units who went by the Magister entered into an ambush stance or anything, so... Alright, he seems to be deciding that no, he can't make this. Or he doesn't believe in himself, or he doesn't even... might not even check for any kind of ambushes here, so... Not sure what that's about, but it seems to be the Brethren who's going to suffer a bit here instead. Time is running out. 25 seconds. Very poor move. Very poor move. That's one of your high damage characters, Quist, and you're not using him for any damage this time. That's very poor. Opting for more damage here probably, but a headshot could probably kill him if it's successful. Slaviour here using the combo I showed him with introspection, adrenaline rush on his Brethren Brethren henchman. Excuse my lapse of tongue. Success on the fear test and success on the stupidity test, that could explain quite a bit. It means that he doesn't actually have a head slaughter rune worth a damn. He has an injury and he's using the plus 75% against stupidity to cope with it. Another clear sign that Quist is really underpowered here. I'm not even sure that all of his characters are level 10. Decent amount of damage. Remember that this Brethren takes 30 more damage when it's his turn due to the adrenaline rush. This is my issue, like, I don't feel that these heroes of Quist are at the same level. They don't seem to have the red pills left over that's a character of level 10 should have. I seem to be more and more confident that yeah, these might not be all that leveled up. We do know that one of these black Skaven was hit by Cheese and Chaos, but still. Weapon of destruction affair. This is obviously the combo that Slaviour really wants, using quick casting and idle of change to get 3 castings of weapon of destruction. See if he can get towards Shane as well. Or biding his time, yeah. You can probably accept an ambush here from Watch. And I would probably take that. You have a lot of armor, you probably have a decent amount of melee resistance. Or you can go for the sorcerer who's already dead. see how that poison globe ended up only really affecting Slaviour himself there. Well, besides, you know, the killing blow on the sorcerer. Which he could just have done, you know, with a normal attack, so it was really only hitting himself. Bit of a mistake, but it doesn't seem to be mattering here too much. It seems a lot of the units of Quist are pretty damaged and hurt and are gonna die here. Very unnecessary. That character is already dead. Why give him 3 damage? Don't really know why he's doing these moves, but hopefully he gets to pay a little bit more than just poison card. No, he doesn't. Something we missed here. Halfair obviously attacked, and I feel like he should not do that. The Dark Soul can't disengage, so just decline to attack and keep both units there. You probably need your Dark Soul less than he needs his. You probably need your Warp Guard less than he needs the Dark Soul. That's a little bit of a lucky, especially now then. It's Slaviour moving in, then it's no more attracting lure for him. Good choice, making sure that he can always keep on attracting luring if Quist moves up that character, Halfair. Very nice use of order here. I'm gonna get another one off. Six seconds left. A delay. Might do more damage against Skanks actually, yeah. Shanks. Unnecessary to split your attacks. Very unnecessary, just keep going for the warp card instead. Well, the extra hit chance could be useful. Ever use overpower, that is, since he's hitting these 2 units on 95% hit chance anyway. Alright, our Globadier. Please do use 3 shots this time. What can you do, Globadier? It's not even mastered. The infused globe here, or it would be 30 wounds restored. Might that be enough to save Sorcerer? He seems to be gambling on that. Can you put some hurt down on some other character, Quist? You only used 3 red pills so far. Good choice. Good choice. Keeping the focus on the Magister. Good. And that's gonna hurt. No matter where he goes, that brethren is probably going to shoot at him with 3 shots. And now he's definitely moving in for the kill. There we go. Picking up the loot he has. Talisman, Turk focus. It will be dangerous if Creep dies here, so because he's carrying the idol as well. And that means that Quist will be losing 19 from the Warp Guard in morale and plus 16, meaning that he is going to lose 75 morale. It's quite of a heavy hit, so killing off Creep here is going to be important for Slaviour to finish this game. Four, 3, 2, 1, cast something. Whole lot of time. Yeah, with Holfair you really shouldn't move forward, or the only thing that will happen is that you're gonna get the tracking blurred again. Just stay in your corner, with your red pills intact, enter a stance, and let him come to you. That would be the ideal plan for Holfair, but he is not going for that. He's going to engage, he's going to use combat focus, and he's going to die next round probably. Yeah, the 12 of Steel is not gonna do anything because he's gonna attract and lure you. Cancelling the stance, giving him a 3 hits, and then doing another hit, and killing you off. So it was a pretty poor move there by Quist. Just enter a stance. It's also a good idea for your henchmen, if they are parry-reliant, to get a defensive stance as well. It's only costing 2 skill points, and it's part of the offensive or the action skill tree. So it means that you can afford that backup most of the time, and that backup is very useful whenever you enter into these kinds of engagements where the enemy is ignoring your parry stance. And Quist is not really paying attention to that, as you saw Shanks still just entered Web of Steel, which is not going to do him anything against the slice reputation of Slaviour's Marauder. So I feel that's poor judgment. And if he had built his characters a little bit better, he could have a backup for that. But even if he hadn't, just going to a dodge stance, at least that has a 1% chance of succeeding, compared to 0% chance of succeeding. And it might be even higher than 1% as well. I don't know how much agility that Fort Guard actually has. Going for a charge, maybe. Yeah. That cost you quite a bit. Don't attack. Don't attack. You're gonna get another hit on you. It's the obligation of Slaviour units to kill creep off, so you don't need to attack with your last red kills. You're gonna survive one more hit at least, and then you get a good attack on you. Alright, but that's only gonna leave you a single blue pill to get away. You're still within striking distance.
A new round has started.
Three more shots here on the board. Gonna kill him off. Almost. Seeing he has just the Globadier and another Brethren. Yeah, that's gonna be a killing blow here. Getting plus 20% chance to score another critical now. And if he uses aim, he'll get another 5%. He's gonna kill him. So another hero goes down for Quist, and he's running out of options. What is he going to do? This is also poor engagement for Quist. Like, yes, tying a hero up with two henchmen is usually pretty decent, but he could have used that warp guard somewhere else. He's not really applying much pressure on someone who's already immune all alone. It should just have stayed here with Kumsuk, with Ska against Kumsuk Bladestone, and just waited it out, not attacking, making sure that Slaviour kept attacking him and getting free counterattacks back at him. And he could have lasted for a few turns like that. And now he is wasting another henchman on a task that's not really suited to him. He needed something here to help him out. Helping out with the main battle, of course. Infused Globe. See, this is the difference between Slaviour and Quist Globadier. Mastered Infused Globe compared to just regular Infused Globe. Let's see what kind of penalties that Magister will suffer now. But I think that was a pretty decent move, making sure that the Magister stays alive is so important for every single cult obsessed one. See if the all alone is failed here. Yeah, it is. Not gonna move too much. Probably going to be killed off here then. Evening out the score a bit. Another first henchman for Slaviour going down. Remember, he's also lost a possessed unit, but really doesn't seem to be mattering too much here. Does he have a blue pill left? Yeah, he should have engaged something here. Would have been tempted to go for the Magister, but now that he's healed by the Globadier, it's not as tempting. Like, he can't put in the right amount of damage, and you know that his Globadier is gonna be charged or might even be killed in the next turn. Which could have helped to bring out the damage even more. But of course the Magister is gonna retreat somewhere that he can't be shot at. So I think this was kind of a good move by Quist, actually going for the Brethren and Flame. It's gonna be somewhat exposed here, but I don't think there are too many melee units here that could actually get to him, especially not now that he used to flee to get away into a more comfortable, secure position. 8 seconds left. Slaviour's Poison Cloud hurting himself even more. I would probably go for the Globadier here. It should be a wise choice going just straight up and take a ride towards the Globadier and tie him down against the wall. That will prevent the last big damage source that this is left available to him. Or he'll go for the money shot here. Realizes that he might have made a mistake. Should I go through the fire, taking more damage? Is this worth it? No, it's not. He goes around and subsequently doesn't reach any kind of target. Suppose that's good, but I don't think any kind of unit from Quist is gonna move into that kind of area. Taking the damage, probably going to kill off another one of Quist's units here, or tying the Globadier down. Tying it down, right? Very good choice. I like this choice. It's one of the last damage dealers. So what you should always do when you have an engagement with this, like always try to tie down and weaken or kill any kind of damage dealer. Like the tanks, if you face an opponent that has six tanky units only there to hold units up, while the rest of the 4 units or 3 units do the actual damage, then focus on the damage dealers, because when you're left with only tanks, you're pretty much lost the game, because you are not really handicapping the opponent much at that point. Yes, it's just a slow grind, but it's a grind that you are eventually going to lose. I assume this is gonna be the last turn here for Quist coming up. He's gonna be pretty hurt here, and he soon has to take a route test. Go for the free weapon of destruction. Probably should have put Weapon of Destruction on that Warp Guard before actually doing that. Now he's just left with 2 red pills and he doesn't have any... Oh, well, let's see what he has to do with it. Probably still be very efficient here, and getting the other dark soul, of course. Yeah, this is probably about as efficient as giving that dark soul 2 order attacks with weapon destruction and 3 more attacks using adrenaline rush and it's the turn. But alright. Good choice. Just keep mauling. Okay, keep switching up the targets. If you really want to kill the pesky little Barmakin, just keep doing, yeah, here we go. Stun is gonna kill him off. We are approaching the final turn. After these units have moved, we are probably not going to see more than one more turn here in the game. Especially when you view the development that has been taking more the development of the game so far. It's been mostly Slaviour here with a few setbacks and a few mistakes from Slaviour, no doubt. But Quist seems to have an inferior warband and he's making mistakes on his own, and I don't see him having much of a game plan. I would have wished him to focus fire a little bit more, using a bit more of being a bit more cautious, making Slaviour come to him, penalizing him a bit more. But if you have a lot unit that's going to lose, just leave him there and just drag it out as long as possible, producing as much damage as possible. Just all of those kind of tiny little things that makes you win games against better opponents. Hopefully we'll see more of Quist in the next tournament, as the loser here is going to go out and it's probably going to be Quist. And the Skaven players have had a very, very rough time there, and that seems to be part of it. Like, he doesn't even seem to be aware of what the infused club does. Like, yes, it sees you 15 points, which is not enough, but you can't heal yourself with it. You can't. The Globadier can't heal himself. Probably gonna see an attracting lure here to break the weapon seal. I hope at least he's paying attention to that. Slaviour. He's not paying attention. If he'd used an attracting lure here, yes, he would have been out of blue pills, but he could have used a red pill and just charged in and killed it. Instead he opted to give him plus 30 wounds. I guess that's a solution as well. All of these tiny little mistakes, it's something that you, when you play more and more PvP games, the more you play, the more you sort of learn. It becomes, you know, natural to you to not make mistakes like this. But even veterans like Slaviour will, you know, make mistakes when in the heat of battle. He will lose his cool, he will act too rashly, and you make these mistakes, and that won't get you to the final unless you're lucky. Good choice there. You don't need anything else. 35% morale there. 35 morale loss from losing creep. Probably your best bet here is to go in on the Globadier using one another attack, forcing an all alone for the next turn. Let's see what he does. Or you can tie down Roach, I suppose, but Yeah, the game is pretty much decided anyway. It doesn't really matter what Quist will do here. He will get to use these warp guards, and then he is going to pay with another 1 or 2 units being dead, and that's gonna be a route test, and we'll see if he actually manages to succeed at one. Seeing as it will probably be the Black Skaven hiding out near Slaviour wagon. Take it. And he could have great leadership with him, and he could have poor leadership. We'll see. It's always leadership times 4 for the round test. But Quist is really running out of options here, and it's just waiting this game out for the inevitable win. One thing that could be nice for Quist here is that he learns from this experience. This is the first game we cast of him, and he learns from the game he had against Kirampa as well, and then he comes back even stronger for the next tournament. And it will be fun to see him then, and hopefully get to cast more of his games, see if he has improved anything. For Slaviour though, we will be seeing him in at least 2 more games now. First going up against Kirampa in the deciders game of the Group 1, and if he wins there, he's going directly into the round of 16 as the 2nd place, and then if he loses, he's going up to one of the death matches, playing at least another game there. So at least 2 more games from Slaviour, and he has promised to send us recordings of all of his games, so we'll be able to cast every single one of them, which is very nice. Alright, Roach, what's the strategy here? Going for the Brethren, not a bad choice, not a bad choice at all. Can probably make a charge attack here. It should. Does more damage. Or going for the Magister, but you're not gonna produce enough damage here to really kill him off. You can't reach him either. So just go back and charge the Brethren. You need to produce kills, Quist. Oh, he's very stubborn. Yeah, that was probably the worst thing you could have done. Alright. Like, he didn't even try and get the idol. I don't know what the purpose of that ambush is really, but I will wait to see. If he can't reach the Magister, then it stands to reason that the Magister is not trapped in the ambush radius, which means he could just move to the left here and get away. And same for the Brethren, of course. Succeeding at another stun resistance check. This time he has actually a pretty good chance at it, so I don't know why Slaviour will be attempting to stun this character. No idea at all. He's engaging his ambush here. Yeah, that's not worth it. It's more favorable here to at least get a stance, or use the Crimson Shade to get ahead of him. Yeah, not a good choice here. The reason it's not a good choice is that, yes, you might not succeed at the stance, but at the very least it gives you a chance to avoid all of the damage. Instead he opted to just take the sure route here and heal himself up 30 more, and I don't know if I agree with that, but I don't think it's gonna be anything that decides the game at all anyway, because Quist is probably gonna route here very soon. Just one more kill and it's a route test, and then we'll see if he can survive that, then it will be another kill for another route test, so it goes on until he has no more heroes left. And this Globadier is definitely going down soon, which means that it's only the Black Skaven left to take the test. And they can get some decent leadership scores here, but I don't really know what Quist has here. Not having too great a streak here. Hopes to take off at least a parry left here, but had no luck there. You can target yourself, but you're not gonna kill your Globadier, as you saw there. Just making sure here that the Magister does not go down to a random effort by Quist. It's a bit pointless. I think that he should have actually more gone for a kill on the Globadier. He could have done that. He could definitely have hit him from range, and there are no units here that Quist could have reached him with, unless it's the Black Skaven. The Black Skaven is probably going for something else. Pretty far away from the Black Skaven now, though. One thing for Quist to take with him for the next tournament should be to work on his initiative ladder. As you can see, the initiative ladder for Slaviour is pretty concise, it's compact. Most they are having, there is a bit difference here with the Doom Weaver, but it might fit into his game plan here. While for Quist, it's all over the place. Some units have an extremely high initiative, some have a very low initiative, and it means that his units are acting one here and there, and he can't really coordinate his efforts between his units for maximum impact. Very interesting going for this Magister. For some reason he could imagine that if he had charged in there with Warp Guard against the Brethren, he could have done significant amount of damage. And then just kill off the Brethren and then going and tying up the Magister. The Slaviour getting stunned here, which is bound to happen, seeing as he has virtually no complete resistance. Yeah, sure, but I mean, you could just have who cares? All right, let's see if the Globadier here will go down. 3. That was his dodge attempt. 2 more attacks, and then Adrenaline Rush for the 3rd attack. 95% chance. Then the Globadier is down, and there will be a route test for Quist to take. Bit of bad luck here. Just when he needed it. Probably have to go in here with someone else to kill him. That Doom Weaver looks like an optimal choice. I don't know, can we say that this has been an entertaining game? I would say that it's been so and so. It seems like these games, Quist has done some kind of damage here to Slaviour Warband, no doubt. He's killed 2 units, but I felt like he could have done a little bit more. Yes, he's outmatched, but it's a learning experience to optimize the use of the warband that you have, not only building a better warband. Slaviour meanwhile has done quite a few mistakes as well, but nothing as big as Quist, or rather Quist has actually served him on a silver platter, so he hasn't been able to make any game-changing mistakes like he did against Pharaoh. So having Slaviour face off against Kid and Poe is going to be interesting. See if he is going to keep up a decent level of proficiency here with the game. That means the Black Skaven is going to have to take the route test here after this unit has ended its turn. Lots of Etheric Elixirs, they work great against the Change of Chaos. But nothing else in really in well, of course, I guess the Doomweaver's Burning Blood is not gonna go well against that. But he has been over focusing on Etheric Elixirs. Almost all of Quist units use an Etheric Elixir, and that's kind of overkill. Could have used something else. Going up to support the Marauder. Let's see if he succeeds the route test here. And he does not. 40% chance to make it, and he has failed. Too bad here. That means that Slaviour will go and play at least 2 more games. Quist is out of the tournament, and that's pretty much it. I hope to see you for the next game. Farewell for now.